Hello, my name is Chris and today I'd like to spend a few minutes catching up with you after a few weeks off, and in the process talk about why I think it can be sometimes really good to gently ease back into things when we're getting back on track after a setback, or just veering off course, or just getting out of good habits, rather than trying to dive back in at the deep end and pick up exactly where we left off. That could be if we were a non-smoker and then started smoking again, gently easing back into being a non-smoker rather than trying to do everything at once and pick up exactly where we left off. Because most of us didn't quit smoking all at once. It was a gradual process of getting to that good, healthy place of freedom, health and happiness. So there's no reason, why getting back to that shouldn't also be a gradual process. If we are, building a healthy routine with exercise and healthy food and stuff, and we deviate from that, maybe because we've been on holiday, that healthy routine, that lifestyle wasn't built all at once in a day. It was for me at least, it was a gradual process. So there's no reason why getting back to it shouldn't also be a gradual process. Or maybe it's just that you've not made YouTube videos for a few weeks and it's easier to ease back into that than dive straight back in at the deep end, which it certainly is for me. It feels like a long time since I last put out any content. The last time you heard from me was our live stream on June the 26th. Our next live stream hangout is next Saturday, July the 24th. The card is up above, the link is in the description below. That's the last Saturday of the month, July 24th, 6:30 PM. If you'd like to come and hang out and chat and ask questions, or just talk to other people who are connected to this channel, really would love to see you. But for now, let's talk about this process of easing back into things, and let me tell you a bit about what's going on for me right now. I do find it helpful to sometimes deviate away from talking purely about nicotine addiction and quitting smoking, and share with you my own personal experiences and my own journey. I find in many ways it kind of helps keep me grounded, and it stops me from ever getting into a place where I come here and say, hey guys, I've got it all figured out, here's what you do. Remember that I'm still just figuring a lot of stuff out myself. And in some ways I also think, I don't know, you can tell me if I'm wrong on this, but I think it helps me to form better connections with you, whether it's in the comments or on the Facebook group or whatever. Better connections than, if I was just some guy who you knew nothing about telling you what to do. That doesn't mean that I don't really still love doing the quit smoking videos. It is so rewarding to make a video that somebody finds helpful. And I have this huge list of quit smoking topics that I really want to talk to you about. I want to talk about simply surviving day one. I want to talk about using the cognitive triangle to help with thoughts, feelings and behaviours. I want to talk about smoker's remorse, about anxiety and other health conditions. And I will, eventually. But today I find, and literally I mean today right now, I find that I'm not quite in the right headspace for that. I sit down and I try to plan out a quit smoking video that I think would be of value to someone. I find that there's about 8 million other thoughts going on in my head right now, and I can't quite focus on producing a video to a level that I would be happy to put out. And I think you deserve my best from those kind of videos. So I'm practicing a little bit of self-kindness and self-compassion rather than forcing myself to do something that I'm not quite in the frame of mind for, to actually make this video, which helps me to process some of those 8 million other thoughts, that helps me to clear my mind a little, and ultimately helps me to be in a better place to make a quit smoking video, hopefully next week. And I don't think this is a bad thing either. I'm not beating myself up over, oh my goodness, I'm not in the right frame of mind to make my smoking videos, and I'm supposed to make my smoking videos, and everyone's going to hate me if I don't. And no. You know, I find that if I use language like I need to, I should, I have to, it creates a lot of pressure, and it can be quite stressful. If I'm standing here saying, I need to do these smoking videos, and I need to get my health on track, and I need to grow my business, and it becomes an obligation then, and it becomes something that seems like hard work, and it seems like to me personally, it feels like something that is almost out of my control. Like I have no choice but to do this thing. And it becomes, that kind of language helps to create this narrative that my life is very busy and stressful and terrible. You know, instead I can sort of change that narrative just by, instead of saying I need to, I have to, I should, I would like to, it would be nice to. I would like to make more smoking videos. It would be nice to get my health back on track. I would really enjoy and benefit from quitting smoking again. I would like to, whatever the case may be for you. So yes, I would like to make more quitting smoking videos. And this right here and now is the first small, simple, gentle, easy baby step towards doing that. Like I said, partly it helps me to process my thinking so that I can be in a much better frame of mind to focus on smoking. But it also has another very helpful purpose, in which it helps me to slowly ease my way back into good habits. The good habit of setting time aside in a morning to record. The habit of ensuring that my battery is charged for my camera. The habit of simply brushing my hair, not that you can ever tell that I've brushed it, and standing in this spot to come and talk to you about all the things that we talk about. I find these simple, gentle, easy baby steps a lot less pressured, a lot less overwhelming than trying to dive right back in at the deep end and pick up where I left off. You know, the same with anything. You know, I think if we think about, okay, I used to be a non-smoker and then I relapsed and now I need to be a non-smoker again. So when I was a non-smoker, I did this and 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 blah, blah, blah. So I need to immediately, on day one of thinking about quitting smoking, I need to do all of those things again. I need to get supplies, I need to read loads of stuff, I need to have a schedule, I need to do plans and work and all the, oh my goodness, that's a lot. You know, most of us didn't quit smoking overnight. We didn't do all of the things all at once. So there's no reason to do all of the things all at once again. I think sometimes it's easier to say, well, okay, I really want to not be a non-smoker. I really want to not be a smoker and to be a non-smoker again. So I wonder what the one small easy thing that I can do is. Maybe that one small easy thing is to read one article or watch one video about the part of the quit that is most challenging to me. Maybe it's to slowly start to develop a good habit again. Obviously you may have a completely different take and you may find that, yeah, actually it is better to just immediately do all of the things. But if that seems, what I'm trying to say is, if it seems overwhelming and too daunting and too much, these baby steps help. And I found this in two very important parts of my own life recently. So the first is my work. So one of my big goals right now is to find more clients. I don't really like the word client, but more people to work with through my hypnotherapy business and the quit smoking support sessions that I offer. Mainly, I want to do this because it brings me so much joy and such a rewarding, sense of reward and satisfaction from doing it. The other reason is that if I get more clients, more people to work with, then I can put my other job aside. Because I have this other job that pays the bills, but it's very unsatisfying, and more importantly, any time that I'm doing that, I'm not working on helping and supporting and encouraging others, which is my big passion. So this is my focus, let's find more people to work with. But I could immediately go, okay, I want to find more people to work with. I haven't done any marketing or advertising for about a month now because of other things I've been doing. So I'll pick up where I left off. I'll immediately start making ads, writing blogs, doing videos, paying for this, getting that. Whoa! All of a sudden it becomes too much. And if I try to do everything, then I focus on nothing. Things either don't get done, or they don't get finished, or they get done half-arsed, and I really don't want to half-arse this at all. So I pick one thing. And for me, having not done it for a few weeks, like I said, the best approach for me is to gently ease my way back into building that up. So I picked one thing. One small, manageable thing that gets me back into the habit of thinking about my practice and thinking about attracting people to work with. And it was as simple as, this week I'm going to focus on getting back into the habit of updating my Instagram. Small, it's easy, it's manageable, I can do that. After a few days when I feel like, I've got this, I can add another small, easy, manageable task, and maybe another and another, and grow that way, rather than going, okay, well, a month ago I had all this going on, so let's immediately get back into it. Whew, well, no, that's too much. Likewise, like I said, I haven't done any for a month. One of the reasons is I took a couple of weeks off to go on holiday, to go and sit on a beach and just relax, and it really was very well earned, and very relaxing, and did everything that I wanted to do. Problem with relaxing was I kind of relaxed everything. I relaxed my diet. I really wasn't eating the way that I would normally eat at home. I had far too much ice cream. My God, did it taste good. I had one too many nights of staying up a bit late, not particularly even doing anything, but thinking, I don't have to get up for anything in the morning, so I can stay up till 10, 11 o'clock watching the England game. Less said about that the better, and get up a bit later. And and my normal morning routine, because I wasn't at home, my morning routine all went out the window. So I'm back this week and trying to get back on track and trying to get back to normal. And it's been quite a challenge. It hasn't just been as easy as I'll pick straight back up where I left off. My diet is certainly better now that I'm home. Haven't had any ice cream all week. I'm certainly getting there with my sleeping schedule, but I'm still staying up a bit too late, and thus getting up a bit too late than I would like. My morning routine I haven't still quite got back into. Things like, my exercise and yoga and stretching and all these things that I like to do to keep myself well and healthy and happy and calm. I haven't really done most of them, to be honest with you. And again, I could put a lot of pressure on myself. and say, well, God, if I want to be healthy and happy, then I've got to do all this stuff. I need to do all this stuff now. You know, I could say, well, okay, what I need to do, have to do, should do. I have to get up at 6 a.m, drink the water, do the stretches, make the tea, read the book, do the yoga, go to the gym, go and buy all this healthy food, cook all this healthy food, eat all this healthy, oh my goodness. All of that is a lot to do all at once. And again, like I said, that was kind of what my life was like a few weeks ago, but all that didn't happen overnight. I didn't suddenly wake up one morning and immediately do all these things. So now that I'm trying to get back on track, there's no reason why, you know, doing all of them all at once is going to work for me. So I picked one thing to focus on, which is my morning routine. And then there's a few things in that routine. So I broke that down even further and focused on just doing one simple, gentle, easy thing that is going to make getting back on track a little bit easier. And it's a very strange thing, but it's a very important thing. I have this jug with the water filter, and and I run the tap water, and the jug, the filter filters it, and then I drink the water from the jug rather than from the tap. And I ran out of these water filters, and then I stupidly bought the wrong ones. So my first gentle, easy task, which is literally going to be the next thing that I do after I turn this camera off, is to go to the store and get the right water filters. Now this sounds like such a small task that you're probably thinking, well, surely there's better things to be doing, but for me this is important. Like I've said before, drinking that 1 pint of water first thing in the morning helps me. Obviously it helps me physically, but it also helps me mentally to think, if the rest of my day goes to hell and everything is terrible and I make a whole bunch of bad decisions, at least I've started my day by making one good decision. But when I go into my kitchen in the morning and I don't have fresh water and I've got to drink out the tap, I'm not very inspired to want to drink this water. Maybe the tap water's better where you are, it's not so great where I am. I don't really feel motivated to want to glug a pint of tap water. So I haven't really been doing it. I've kind of been drinking a little bit of water, and I normally stretch when I do it, but my stretches have kind of been like, and I'm just not into it. Whereas I think this simple small step, get the water, gets me, like doing this video does for smoking, helps to get me in the frame of mind where I am motivated to want to do this. The reason it motivates me is simply because I can look much more forward to having a nice healthy pint of fresh clean water to drink, rather than the stuff that comes out my tap which doesn't inspire me at all. And I can go, yeah, I'm drinking this water, it's good for me, gets me on track. And then I can build up. So once I'm feeling good about my drinking water, I start feeling good about my stretches again, and then start feeling good about all the other things that I would like to do. Whew. That was a lot, wasn't it? If you have watched this video all the way to the end, as always, I really do appreciate it. Even if you didn't watch it to the end, I still appreciate you, but of course you'll never know that because you didn't watch. Sorry, that was silly. Thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate you being here. For support on quitting smoking, don't forget we have our wonderful Finding Freedom Facebook group, facebook.com/groups/findingfreedom1. And if you'd like to come and hang out with us, it'll be on Saturday, July 24th, 6:30 p.m. UK time. You can find the link to the hangout in the description below. Thank you so much. I will see you next time.